All right. Peace, peace, everybody. This is Brother K. I'd just like to thank everybody once again for tuning in and tapping in again with me once again. I'm sitting out here in my backyard in the province Philippines, in the quiet, in the comfort, in the safety of my backyard right here, enjoying the easy living of my little $400 a month apartment. No, it don't take much to make me happy. I'm okay being a minimalist. In these days and time, I am so happy. And one of the things that I'm very, very happy about is not being in America in times like this. But listen, family, I just wanted to give you my perspective on the Charlie Kirk assassination. To tell you the truth, family, this is the first time I ever heard of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, that's right. Would you believe it? I never ever heard of Charlie Kirk. Simply because my interest and involvement in politics, I have no interest in politics, religion, all of those things. It just don't have a place in my life. I consider myself as a spiritual person. I believe in a higher source. I believe there's a higher creator outside of myself. And once my eyes became open and seeking truth, I found out that all those things about politics and religion didn't serve me, and it was really a lie. So anyway, I guess that's probably why I never really heard about Charlie Kirk, but I did do a little research on Charlie Kirk, and I found out that he was a Republican, and some of the things that he wasn't in agreement with was against the far left liberals. I understand that he was a staunch supporter of gun rights, and he held and his views and issues wasn't one in accordance with the liberals as it related to LGBTQ. From what I'm understanding, I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I say, I don't know. I don't know. But and also read that he was, talking about revealing the list of the Epstein files, and then there were black people were saying that he was a racist and all of that. Like I said, I knew nothing about Charlie Kirk. But whatever he was, I just feel like a man's life shouldn't be taken because of his views. I feel like we all should have the right of freedom of speech, whatever you may think. If we have a disagreement, I think the highest and most moral way to solve it, let's do an open debate in front of the world. Let's articulate our views, what's right, what's wrong, what's immoral, and what's not. But like I say, I don't think that assassination was a good thing. It was a terrible thing. And I also feel like I see the increase of civil conflict and political violence in a nation that's becoming more divided than we ever were. So you mean to tell me that this is what the path that we have to go down to make America great again? How about spreading a little love all over the world in America? How about putting all the hate down, all the racism down? Let's stop the violence and the killing. If we want to make America great again, let's try that. You know, I was having dinner with a friend of mine about a couple of months ago, about 2-3 months ago. I went down to San Carlos City and we were talking, and I had made a statement to him that, you know, I may never ever see my family again because my family resides in the United States. And I don't know if he took it the wrong way. It wasn't that I didn't want to see my family again, or I was going to make sure that I stayed as far away from my family that I wouldn't see them again. But what I really meant was that what I seen coming down the pipe, all the things and the scenarios that was taking place and what could unfold in America would bring about a condition that it would enable me that I would never be able to connect to my family again, and they would never ever be able to connect to me. And a lot of you out there that's in other countries, whether it's in Panama, Thailand, Vietnam, Africa, wherever you may be, what's taking place right now in America, it's a great possibility that you may never ever see your family again. And I don't wish that on anyone, but I'm just talking about the realities that may take place. Do you know what this has just happened? What it could bring? The bloodshed, the violence of a civil war taking place on American turf. It will shut everything down. Can't nobody get out. Can't nobody get in. It'll be a terrible situation, family. The possibility of a race war. All these things is possible. We see what's going on the planet. All across America. So this is why I made that statement. And many may say that, well, some may argue that attributing Kirk's death to bringing about a civil war is a conspiracy theorist. Maybe. Is this what you want to call it? Maybe. But from the last time I checked, all those people that you called a conspiracy theorist 10, 15 years ago, everything that they have said has come to pass. Facts. So anyway, family, this is just my perspective. It don't have to hold no weight. This is just some of the things that I'm feeling and seeing. You know, I'm just a little small YouTuber. Just trying to find my way on a little journey. Treading a path to try and make my life a little better, that's all. So anyway, I'd just like to say that I'm over here in the Philippines and I'm enjoying every minute of it over here. I'm so grateful, I'm so glad and thankful that I made this decision to come here in a time like this. The concerns that many of you have, well, I rest well at night, I sleep good. I get up in the morning, I'm energized. And I'm blessed. So until next time, family, I'd just like to thank everybody for sharing this time with me and listening to my perspective on the Charlie Kirk assassination. So we know that peace means positive energy always create elevation. And until next time, until we meet again, I'd just like to say peace.